Trying to get the Mavic Air 2 connected, and for some reason it's not recognizing that it's plugged in. Oh, you gotta turn the controller on. I thought really long and hard how I was gonna do this video. I was gonna do all these cutscenes and jump around and all over It's been a weird day. We're just gonna cut right into it, and I wanna show you the difference that you can get distance-wise, signal-wise, between the Mavic Air 1 and the Mavic Air 2. We can all just sort of hang out together and go for a flight. My name is Sean Oz. This is the World of Oz, where I like to bring you drones, action cameras, 360 cameras, and everything that I use them for here in the Rocky Mountains. Hopefully by subscribing to my channel and clicking that little bell notification, you too will learn how to use your gear to make cool stuff like I do. So the nice thing about the Mavic Air 1 is it is built like a little tank.
Tanks move up on the flank.
So well constructed, from the way that the arms open, the way that the antennas are in here, and the gimbal guard. I don't quite know yet if I like the Mavic Air 2 more than this, because there are some things on the Mavic Air 1 that the Mavic Air 2 can't do, and there are some things on the Mavic Air 2 that the Mavic Air 1 can't do. I am doing a series of videos on the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic Air 1, and I'm gonna make up my mind by the time I'm done really putting it to the test. Make sure you follow along, and we're gonna get to the bottom of what might be the right one for you. Right off the bat, one of the things I really like about the Mavic Air 1 is it uses the Go4 app. There are things you can do in the Go4 app that you cannot do with the Fly app, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Let's get this up in the air and we'll see how far we can go. So when you're hand launching this on the Go4 app, I push the little arrow, slide the little thing, and there it goes. Mavic Air is a lot louder than the Mavic Air 2. Let's point it over there and see how far we can go. Go up a little bit higher. God, look at that, that's just gorgeous. It's fun to just come out and make these videos because it's just so damn pretty. So here we go. It's just such a beautiful evening. You can really see forever on a day like today. Now I am flying behind me, so the controller isn't even pointed towards the drone. So it'll be interesting to see if it drops out quicker than it normally does. So far it's doing pretty good. Sometimes it's hard to tell whenever you're over water like this if you're even moving. We are already at 1,500 feet away. Hopefully nothing does fall in the water because I'm not going in it. That's some cold water. I'm just trying to get over to this little island here. Or actually, I guess that's not the island. The island's, I'm pointed the wrong way to go to the island. That wind's picking up and it's a little chilly. Flight distance detected, always maintain visual line of sight. That's a new warning that didn't used to come up in the app. The Go4 app didn't used to show that. I am actually incredibly impressed at how well this thing is doing right now. We're in standard mode, not sports mode, and just flying over to that little peninsula. I'm impressed. I don't know if we can go much further than this. Now, we're gonna turn it just a little bit to see if we got any breakup. Notice right here on the sticks, I'm doing straight and right on the right stick. On the left stick, I'm just doing a little bit of left yaw. And it is doing really well for being 4,200 feet away. I am incredibly impressed with my Mavic Air 1. Now we're getting some strong aircraft interference stuff going on right there. But as you can see, it's holding its own. It's a little choppy now. Doing a little down yaw on the gimbal. We're gonna try to go around this thing right here and get a cool shot going around it. Keep in mind, my antennas are not pointed to the drone. So if I turned around, let's see if we see anything jump up. Wow, this is incredible. We're getting all kinds of errors about the attitude being too aggressive. It's a little jerky, but it's really not that bad. For being 6,000 feet away, that's really not that bad. I'm incredibly impressed with this today. So now I'm just flying backwards. And it's still got a signal. We're at 6,500 feet. I have storage space is full. What? So you do have to watch the battery because the battery on the original Mavic Air is not that big. And I'm yawing to see if we get any breakup. And we're getting a little bit. It's a little jiggy-jaggy now. And it's breaking up pretty good now. They just recently did a Mavic Air 1 update And I wonder if this had anything to do with that, like if they increased the Wi-Fi somehow. I'm going to jump up to a little bit higher so we can see if we get a little bit better signal. We're at 8,000 feet and it's still working. Look at this. I go left and right and it's not breaking up. Typically 4,000 feet or so, and that's it. I mean, I'm definitely getting some herky-jerkies now. You can see I'm doing this and it's a little jerky. It's not doing very smooth at all. So I think we're gonna start bringing it back. Let's just sort of pan around and see how it does. So I'm doing a full pan now and you can see it's pretty jerky. There's some of those islands I was talking about. I wonder if we could get to those with the Mavic Air 2. We are gonna check the map, make sure that it is headed straight back to us. Fastest route possible. And as it comes back, it's already starting to get a better, cleaner signal. For a Wi-Fi drone, that is incredibly impressive. I don't think I've ever been in a spot with my original Mavic Air One that I needed to go this far. And the only reason I'm going this far is because I'm over water. There's nothing here. Don't try this at home, kids. This is a Wi-Fi drone, and if you are out there flying in an urban area, you're gonna get a lot more breakup. It's just part of the downside of Wi-Fi. So if you don't own this drone already, and you are debating which one to get, well, I'm not gonna completely answer that in this video, but if you do live in an area with a lot of stuff going on, in big city, you might consider something with OcuSync. So you're going to be looking at something like the Mavic Air 2, the Mavic Zoom. Oh man, it's so far away still. That's the crazy thing is I can barely tell that it's even moving. I don't want to throw it in sports mode because I don't want to like waste any battery trying to go too fast. I've just got to sit here and hope to hell that I can make it back. The battery on the Mavic Air 1 is much shorter than the Mavic Air 2, so even if you could go further than what I just did, what's the point? Because you get to your destination, try to do your filming, and then you got to turn around and come back before you could even get your shot. One of the cool things on the Go 4 app is at the top here, it shows you a battery bar with a slider that moves. And for some damn reason, the Fly app does not have that. Come on back a little faster, please. Please come back faster. I usually keep this thing within like 2,000 feet tops. Like pretty much all my drones, I never go over 2,000 feet. Whatever you do at home, that's your business. I'm just talking about myself. As soon as the sun goes down up here, it gets cold. I mean, this water is freezing and cold. Oh, I don't like that warning. Gonna climb just a little bit more so it has that much more of an like space to yeah. Yeah, it's already coming to the home point, so I'm gonna stop that. Oh my god, this is freaking me out. This is why you should do distance test over land maybe. I think we're gonna make it. Oh, it's kind of close though. All right, we're gonna start bringing it down. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, I can see it right there, so we're pretty close. We're over land, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Come on, Mavic Air. You little bastard. Talk about cutting it close. You can hear those angry bees, right? Too close for me. Let's go ahead and put the Mavic Air 1 away, and then we're going to launch the Mavic Air 2. If we can get to 10,000 feet with no breakup, that's really all I care about. I just want to see how much cleaner the signal is, doing about the same amount of distance as we did with the Mavic Air 1. If you are looking to fly sort of close to home and you can get a good deal on one of these, it's a pretty stellar little drone. The Fly app is so different. Let's check our video settings. It's a pretty easy app to use, but it is definitely different, and it seems like it doesn't hold your last settings because I'm switching it now to 1080 and we're going to drop it down to 30. That way it's at the same settings that I was using on the Mavic Air 1. We're not going to do HDR and all these quick shots and HDR shots and all the other things that this one offers. We're going to do a comparison shootout between the Mavic Air and Mavic Air 2 in a different video. Again, if you have not subscribed and you're really curious to see these things stacked up against each other, I'm gonna go out and do more of these real world tests of the two different drones. This app is so weird. I just wish that the battery had a slider right there so it was just a quick glance and it's easy to see where you're at. Let's go ahead and hit record on that. One thing I can say about this one compared to the feel of the Mavic Air 1 is the plastic and the build of the Mavic Air 1 feels a lot more solid. I don't want to say this one feels like a toy, but it just doesn't feel quite as, the plastic feels different. Hopefully that makes sense. We're gonna click the little launch button. The difference, it doesn't have a slider, it has a thing you have to hold. So it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt. But there we go. Can you tell how much quieter it is? It's definitely quieter, especially once you get up just a little bit. Whoa, look at the picture on that thing. All right, let's do the same thing. Let's get up to about 100 feet and we'll go ahead and start heading out. Seems like we have plenty of satellites, so we should be good to go. Interesting because the map is actually so different too. Huh. Yeah, you can make it tiny like that, which is sort of cool that you can shrink the map. Whoo, it's getting cold. My fingers are feeling it. So we are headed out to the same little island that we did on the other one, which is right there in front of us. It's a beautiful place to fly. Just for fun, let's go ahead and turn that way. Woo, look at that. I'm shaking because it's cold. It wasn't cold when I got here. I'm gonna do this little gizmo where we do this and then we fly backwards, and as we yaw, then we're gonna turn to the right. So we're going backwards the whole time. And we're going to the side. Now we're going back to where we were. Poof. And there's that island. That is such a cool shot, man. So far, it's doing pretty good. I almost feel like it got out to that little peninsula or whatever faster than the original Mavic did. Either that or I'm just cold and I'm letting my brain think that it got there faster. 4,000 feet already, and I see no breakup, no issues. We're gonna go ahead and go to the right and start yawing to the left because that is such a little cool shot right there. Now, a couple things that I don't like and do like about this so far and my initial impressions. Let's talk about something I do like. I thought I was gonna hate this controller, but I actually like this controller quite a bit. It feels really good in the hands. It controls really smooth with the sticks. I am not a pincher, as you've seen in these videos. I can't stand pinching. I save pinching for nipples. You can get the smooth flights with these thumbsticks. It works really, really well. So I am very happy with the controller. It feels more robust in my hands than I thought it was gonna. It doesn't feel cheapy and like a toy whatsoever. And I love the fact I can leave my phone on and it's no problem. Notice we are now at the point where we were already getting some breakup with the original Mavic Air. So that's pretty impressive. Where is those islands? Is that it over there? So let's see, that's where we just were. So let's go a little further. A couple of the things that I don't like is that the app is limited. You can't adjust your yaw and slow your yaw down, amongst some other things which I'll be talking about in another video. Luckily, this controller flies so smoothly, it doesn't seem to be a huge deal for me yet. We are flying in normal mode. That's P mode for some of you guys, position mode. We're almost 8,000 feet now. And again, if I turn, you notice, no problem. We seem to have a pretty strong signal here. And since that island is right there, we are going to go ahead and do some flying by that island because, well, I got to give you guys a cool shot, right? So you notice I'm now flying the right stick, top right, doing that left yaw. That's what every drone pilot should be able to do, this trick. It is going to be well, let's see how smooth I can get it since I can't slow down my yaw. So far, so good. I really like the feel of this, these thumbsticks. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's go ahead and more to the right. Wow. I am so impressed with this right now. Look how smooth everything is still going. Oh man, if only they had kept the form factor similar. We are almost at 10,000 feet as I pan around this island. Wow. Wow. Glancing down, I can't really see the battery super easy, so that's a bummer. I actually can't tell how much battery I have. I know it's at the top right there, but it's in white on white. Like, I should be able to just glance down and see the number really easy, DJI. So maybe do an update. That would be really nice. We'd really appreciate that. I'm pretty sure it's not just me that would like to be able to see their battery level a lot easier. Can't believe I'm getting smooth shots with as much as I'm shaking. Like I said, it's cold. Holy crap, I didn't realize we went 11,000 feet now. And we are flying over trees. So let's check this out. Let's pan the gimbal down. Wow, man, this is smooth. This is smooth. Everything's in auto in this video, just in case you're wondering. I am not dealing with any of the manual settings. What a beautiful view. That is just beautiful. Look at that shot right there. Oh, that is dope. Look at the clouds in the reflection. Look at the clouds in the reflection right there. Oh, that is dope. It really changes the way you fly when you have confidence in the connection of the drone. All right, so I can't really tell very easily how far my battery is, so we're gonna go ahead and map us back. Boom, look at that. Look at that. Man, it is out there. Holy we got pretty far away, but we got some really killer shots of that island, and that's really what I wanted to try to do with both drones. And I don't think what I just did could have happened with the original for two reasons. One, the Wi-Fi signal isn't strong enough to get that far away, especially when it's behind you and you're pointed this way. And two, the battery would have died on me. So if you don't own either of these drones, I gotta say that the controller itself, God, I really thought I was gonna hate this controller. I really thought I was gonna hate this controller. I don't mind that it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the original Mavic or the Mavic Zoom has or any of that. It feels really good in the hand. And the thumbsticks, they actually do feel better than the old Mavic Air One. And that's not something I expected to say. I really thought my biggest downside to this drone was going to be this controller. However, I think it is my biggest upside. I really hate the battery on here because it's, like I said a million times now, it's white on white. I assume I have enough battery, but as I'm getting a little older, that little white on white number with sky behind it, I have no idea what my battery actually is right now. That's just a ridiculous design that DJI needs to fix. DJI, hey, you mind making the battery black or red or green, and then it turns red as you lose power or something? Look at that. We're gonna just pan to the right and take that in. I said it already, didn't I? It's beautiful here. And right there is Keystone Ski Resort. If you missed it, check this card right there. When Kelly and Ed Rickard came out and brought them snowboarding right over there to Keystone. It's good times. And if you also missed it, check out my initial video, my initial impressions, first flight of the Mavic Air 2, giving you my initial thoughts, and talk a little bit about Austin drone spin up. And this year, we're gonna do spin down here in Dillon, Colorado. Something you definitely don't wanna miss if you wanna fly in this very spot that I'm flying right now. Oh, we are almost back. And I, again, am so impressed with this controller. The drone is only a small portion of what we like and how the drone performs. Without a proper, good controller, the drone isn't quite as good as it could be. Flying the Skydio with a controller is so much fun. However, the controller is very toy-like and just doesn't have that great of a signal. So you find yourself not doing it as often as you would if it was like a solid controller. This controller here is blowing my mind. Oh, we're already back. Let's go ahead and bring it in. There it is right there. Oh, so much quieter. Woo! I'll tell you what, this thing doesn't stop very fast. I almost like hit a building the other day in that other video, and just now coming in hot like that, it took a little while to stop, so keep that in mind when you're flying. And poof, there we go. Mavic Air 1 versus Mavic Air 2 distance signal strength test. What did you think? Huge difference between the two, but do you really need to go that far? You really shouldn't be flying these out of line of sight, and for most of us, that's about 2,000 feet. And we just saw that both of these drones can handle that no problem. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video about the Mavic Air 2. Just real quick, in case you were wondering, I landed with 50% battery still. I think it was at 47%. Mind-blowing. That's pretty awesome for a drone this size.